So let's move on to class. So last class, so already we discussed, right? So what is PostSM and so what is build periodically, and so how to configure upstream jobs and downstream jobs. How to configure upstream jobs and downstream jobs. Anyone any doubt? Yesterday class. So how to configure PostSM and how to check it and how it will work and what is so that is upstream jobs and downstream jobs. So mostly interview they are asking pole SM and how to configure upstream jobs and all. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is already this is a jobs, right? Just go to here. If you want to update any configuration. So what is this? First go to job, click on the job name, click on the job name, go to configuration. Go to configuration. So under configuration, already this is the general options. This is the source code. If you want to configure repositories and all, we can configure here. So if you want to configure repositories, these are the particular repository and build trigger. So if you go to build trigger section, this is full SCM and so build after other projects are build. This is the upstream jobs and downstream jobs. So build after other projects build and build periodically. So these are main options. Now if you go to environment variables and here already last class we seen, right? So delete workspace and if you want to add timestamp and all and this is inspect and if you want to work with ant we can select ant and all. If you want to select ant and all. So now if you go to build steps, so here mostly we are using build tools. So if we click on here, add build steps, see here, if you want to call any Windows batch file, if you want to run any Windows related commands, we can go for Windows batch. Already you know, right? So if you want to add any, if you want to run any Windows related commands, just click on this and here we can pass that command. We can pass here so that command, whatever command you want, so we can. And same way, if you want to add, see here, this is shell. Already you know, if Jenkins server is running any Linux or Ubuntu, so that case we can select execute shell. This is the invoke ant. So right now, if you want to same here, I configure maven, right? Suppose if you want to work with ant, so this is the target. So this is the target, and before that, we need to install ant plugin. If already ant is installed, next we can add, we can call that ant so commands and all here. Suppose if you want to work with Gradle, this all are the build tools only. This all are the build tools. So if you want to work with Gradle, we can select Gradle. If you want to work with ant, we can select ant. How to configure these tools and all? How to configure these tools? If you go to dashboard, if you go to dashboard, first we need to configure here, manage Jenkins, and already you know, right? What is tools section? What is plugin sections? If you click on tools, if you click on tools, and so here there is an option. See here, Gradle also available, and same way we can search ant also available. Click on the ant. So first we have to give the specific ant version, specific ant which version, and so here we have to select which version you want to work with ant. Ant also one of the build tool. Already you know, so ant is also one of the build tool, and first we need to add here. Once this is done, once this is done, next go to your apply, save, go to dashboard, go to go to job and go to configuration section, whichever build tool you want. Go to build steps. So under build steps, add build steps. For example, you want to install. That's it. Now here we can see that particular ant version. So now we can see that particular ant. So now we can see that particular ant. Same like how we are configure Maven, right? So now, right now we don't know, right? So that just how to add, and here we are going to add a target section, which target you want to call and all. So and same way if you want to work with Maven, if you want to work with Gradle also, there is one more option, invoke Gradle. And first if you configure Gradle, and just call that Gradle. So Gradle command and all. So these are the build steps. So what are the build tools you are using? So which build tool you want to work with? So that and all we have to add here. What under the which steps? Build steps. So now you know, right, Maven, how to work with Maven. Already you know some of Maven life cycles and all. So here I call it goals, Maven goals. So this is compile or package or install or deploy. Whatever goal you want, just we can call here. That's it. So mostly, so Maven we are using, right? So we have to add that particular Maven version in our tool section. Once that is done, next come to here build steps, just add your that steps and all. Okay. So these are the post build actions. Post build actions means so once right, build is succeeded. Once right, build is succeeded. After build, what are the steps we have to do? Uh, See here, after build, once my build is succeeded, so this is my job, right? This is a job. Once job is done, post, after job running, this is a job. Once job is success, once a job is once a job is success or fail, whatever it may be. So after build succeeded or failed, so which steps you want to execute? There is a post build actions. Once build is done, once build is success or fail, okay, so after that what are the steps you want to invoke, what are the steps you want to execute? So mostly build is success, right, we are sending emails, right, whether build is success or fail. See here, so there is many things. This is a post, just remember post means, post build action means once build is succeeded, so next what we have to do, what actions we have to perform. So that and all we can configure under the post build actions. Post build actions. Now see here, so we can send email. If you want to, we can send email. And so if you want to generate any documents, if you want to run any test cases results, and and build other projects, if you once this build is done, if you want to send, see here also there is option build other projects, so build to other projects. So here also we can configure, and the same way email some of, if you want to, we can right, so generate some of reports and all. So that is the post build actions. Once build is succeeded, once build is done, after build, which steps you want to perform, so that and all we can, so that and all we can add here, so that and all we can add here. So these are the four steps. So we'll see how to configure emails and some of so if you select so documentation, so these all are options only. So these all are options, not mandatory. So not mandatory. So now see here Java documentation. So once build is succeeded, suppose if you want to generate some of documentations, see directory root of the workspace, such as where you want to so generate these reports and all. So these all are the options. For example, I need some of JUnit test cases. See here, JUnit test results. So once these all are real time, they are maintaining some unit test cases also. They are maintaining some unit test cases. Once build is succeeded, after build, so they want to run some of JUnit test cases results. They want to see some JUnit, how many JUnit test cases passed, how many test cases failed. So what are the result? So if they want, so we have to configure this also. Now see here, here they are given many options. See what is the, so they have XML file, so test report XML file, so we have to set that XML file, and also keep all properties, there is some options available. And what is the health report, how much. Now also see allow empty results, only skip published checks, and what are the checking name. So these are related to, so JUnit related configuration. Post build publish JUnit test results report. So I want to show reports also, how many test cases passed, how many test cases failed. So if you want to check, so that case, so if you want to check, so that case, we can configure. These are the first build. First, simply understand first build means once build is succeeded. Once build is succeeded, we will see for some steps later. Right now we don't know, right? Some of emails configuration, how to configure, and any right, test results if you want to check it. So that and also we can configure here post build actions. So this is the first. Mostly once build is completed, next which actions you want to perform. So that options and all we can configure under the post build actions. Clear? Clear, so that this is the post build. Once build is done, next what
Yes,
we
sir.
have to do. So that options and all, these all are not mandatory based on your requirement, project requirement. So if so anyone is asking how to configure, so that and all, if you come here, these are the limited options. Suppose if you want to work with other options also, first we need to install the plugins. Once install all that options we can see here. We can see here, this is a post build. Once a build is succeeded, so that case which actions you want to perform, that options and all we can configure under the post build actions. So this is the mostly in this section we are going to configure source code management, and so build trigger, and so build trigger, and this is a build environment. If you want to configure any right, this is some. Now build steps, so under the steps, so mostly we are configuring here. So this one, and so build steps, so these are the very mostly we are configuring build steps, which tool, which build tool you want to configure, so that and all we are configuring under build steps. And source code, if you want to configure any source code, mostly we are configuring here only. Clear? So this is so what is these options? So if you see here, if you go to job, if you go to job, any job, if you select any job, there is a one option configuration. These all are related to particular job configuration options only. Don't confuse here. So these all are related to particular job configurations only. Particular job configurations only. Clear? Now, if you go dashboard, there is one more option, right? Manage Jenkins. So this is global for all projects, all jobs. So if you select any job, if you configure any options here, this is this is applicable for only all jobs, only particular job,
Particular job.
only particular job. Just remember. So this option, this configuration relation, these configurations and all related to only particular job. So there is one more option, Caesar. There is one more. If you go to manage Jenkins, this is the heart of Jenkins already, you know, right? Mostly we are working with this option only, manage Jenkins. Now already you have some idea. So how to install, how to configure Maven and Gradle, any tool. So that and all go to tool section. We can configure under the tool section. Now if you go to manage Jenkins, you know, right? So how to install plugin, how to install plugin and how to add it. So this is the plugin option. Now if you go to manage Jenkins, there is one more options, guys. This is the system configuration, global settings and paths. If you configure anything here, this is applicable for all jobs. Now got it? This is a system
Yes, sir.
configuration. System, see here, system configuration. Configure global settings and path. Global means all jobs. Global means all projects. This is, see, where is this? Manage, go to dashboard, go to manage Jenkins, go to system configuration, go to system configuration. If you click on system configuration, so this is applicable for if you configure anything here. This option is available for all jobs, all projects. Just remember, okay? Don't confuse here. Now, so here mostly, if you see here, let me open one more tab. So duplicate. If you see here, so go to dashboard. If you select any job, and by default, so here we can see two executors. If we create any new job, so this is a new job, right? So if is this is also already done. Let me come to here, new, and the job name. Okay. So sample. Okay. Just I selected Maven or anything. Click on this. I selected. Apply save. Now, so if we see where is that option? I forgot.
Just
and
once execute, once
here
execute.
here this is,
Otherwise,
see here, build executor, build build executor status. So there is only we can see two. What is build executor? Now see here, executor and now I created many jobs, right? Jenkins executor is one of the basic building blocks which allow a build to run on a node. Now I created many jobs. See here, if you go here, dashboard. So here I created many jobs, correct? So many projects. Now, so if you see, these are the jobs. Now what is this? There is two executors available by default. See, already I didn't modify anything. By default, how many build executors available here? Two executors. What these executors will do? See, which allows to build to run on node or agent. So for example, I am running this job. I am running this job. If I click on build now, which node you want to execute? Who will take care? The executors will take care. See here, the Jenkins executor is one of the basic building block. By default, two executors available, which allows to build to run on node or agent. This is nothing but which build server. Executor is an single process ID. This is the one process ID. This executors will take care where you want to execute. See here, basic unit of resources that Jenkins executes on my machine to run a build. Now I want to run this project. If I click on build now, so it will take care one executor. So where it will execute, whether it will execute in node machine or worker node, that is node. This is master or. So if you want to see, there is a one option. Actually, right now we have only nodes. If you go to here, right now only I have one master node. So here I don't have any slave node. Here I don't have any right. So master and slave configuration. So this is the node. This is the node. So my all jobs. If you observe here, I have to build executor status two available, and so these build executors will take care where you want to trigger your build with the help of resource. So right now I have only one master node. So my all builds running under here only. My all builds running under here build in the node only. This is a master. And there is one more important topic available in Jenkins. So master and slave configurations also. So that we'll see later. So this is the executor. If you see anything, so by default, suppose if you want to increase, for example, I have many jobs. This is my Jenkins server. Just assume this is my enterprise Jenkins server. So generally in real time we are maintaining two types. Okay. So enterprise Jenkins server. Enterprise so Jenkins server. Okay. And allow standalone Jenkins server. Standalone Jenkins server. Standalone Jenkins server means we are running only that particular project jobs only. We are running only that particular project related jobs, projects only. We are not going to deploy all organization level, organization level jobs and all. So this is a standalone. Particularly one project we are setting one Jenkins server, and in this Jenkins server we are executing only that particular related projects. But real time nowadays mostly we are maintaining an enterprise Jenkins server. Enterprise means multiple projects jobs running here. Multiple project jobs running here. Not only single project. How many project? Multiple projects jobs. Project jobs running here. This is common for this is we are maintaining one enterprise Jenkins server. Multiple project jobs running here. But standalone means only that project related jobs running here. These are the two ways we are maintaining standalone interval. Also they are asking, so what type of Jenkins server so you are maintaining, enterprise Jenkins server or standalone Jenkins server? Standalone means it is applicable for only, usually it is usually we are using this Jenkins server only that project only. We are not going to deploy any other project jobs. But if you come to organization level, mostly we are maintaining enterprise Jenkins server. Enterprise means we are maintaining only one Jenkins server, and all projects Jenkins related jobs and all we are creating only in this server. No need to maintain separate server. So multiple projects, multiple jobs running here. Okay, so that is the reason we are not going to stop. We are not going to restart. If you want to restart, if you want to stop this enterprise Jenkins server, first we need to get approval from higher management. Why you need to restart? Really, is there problem or not? There is, we are following some process, some steps and all. So that is the enterprise Jenkins server. If it is standalone means particularly we are using particular project, particular right, so that only specific project jobs, and whenever if you need we can do some operations, but enterprise means multiple projects running, multiple jobs running. If you want to restart right, so multiple jobs triggering building, so we cannot stop, so that is the reason. If you want to restart or if you want to stop enterprise Jenkins server, we need approval. We need approval from higher management. So why you need to restart and all, we need to give proper justification. So once that is done, we need to restart this Jenkins server. Clear? Yes, Sudhir?
Yes.
Okay. There is two ways we are maintaining enterprise Jenkins server, standalone Jenkins server. If anyone is, if they are asking, which Jenkins server you are maintaining? Okay, now say enterprise Jenkins server. Enterprise means we are maintaining only one server for organization. All Jenkins jobs we are deploying, we are running only one server. Okay, that's it. Now if you see here, so these are executors, right? These are the by default two executors. Suppose I have many jobs running, so two executors not sufficient, right? So that case, if you want to increase, we can go dashboard, go to manage Jenkins, go to system configuration, under system configuration. So here there is one options available. See here, by default how many executors you want. So default right now I have only two executors. This is enough for me, but it is enterprise Jenkins server, we are maintaining 6 4 based on that load, based on that load we are maintaining. For example, so suppose if you want to increase this executors, now see here, we can execute. See here, what is Jenkins? Last time one guy also asked what is a build executor, what is the Jenkins build executors. So this is the Jenkins build executors. What it will do? These are the, it's allowed to build run your node or agent where you want to trigger your build. Okay, where you want to run your job, which server, which build server. So that and all taking care by build executors. Okay, based on your configurations. Okay, executor is an, this is a single process ID with the help of, so it is taking care your job in which build server you want to trigger. So that and all taking care by this build executors. So now right now I have only, this is like one mission also that contains the software ready-made to build the job. So if you want to trigger your job, if you want to build the job, in which mission you want to trigger. So if you configure multiple masters, or if you configure master and slave, so then in that case it is taking care. If you are going to use gate job, or if you want to use build executor, will need to have gate installed, and also right, some basic configuration. Based on your configuration, it will trigger in server particular build server, which server you want to trigger, that is the build server. Whether you want to trigger master or slave, that is node. Now I have here only two, right? If you want to increase, we can increase, apply, save. Now if you observe here, if you observe here, now you can see how many build executors. Now there is more. Now we can run multiple jobs. We can trigger parallelly. We can run multiple Jenkins jobs. So now it will split based on load. Automatically it will taking care. Okay. And where you want to trigger. So everything the build executors will take care. Now, where is that option? So, go to dashboard, go to manage Jenkins, go to system configuration, under, so system configuration. So, here executors. So, if you want to, we can scale up, or if you want to, we can scale down also. If you don't want, we can scale down also. So, not problem. If you don't want, we can scale down. Now, so these all are so basic labels and all. You don't worry. Here mostly this is the Jenkins server URL. So right now I am using local host, right? But real time we are maintaining that domain name or IP address, our Jenkins server IP address, domain name or Jenkins server IP address. And if you want to configure system admin email address, so from which email address you want to reply emails, there is a post build actions, right? You know, right? Once build is succeeded, after build I want to send email. So generally, so here also we are configuring a default email id, default email id, default email id. Okay, so okay, here so email id, so whatever that project organization email id, here we are configuring whatever so organization we are configuring that. So every time we are getting this email only. So if Jenkins build succeeded, if Jenkins build failed, we are getting one email, right? That emails we are getting from this email only. This is the system admin email address. So generally we are maintaining so like this, which org we need to add one email id, that's it. So while getting that emails, so we are replying from this only. So we are not going to reply this email. This is the default email from Jenkins server. So if you send any emails, so from which email you want to default configure that but organization level they will give one default email ID, and just we are going to configure that particular email ID only here. So here mostly, and so in this section mostly we are using so global properties. So global properties means so there is already tools how to configure and all, and there is one more option very so environment variables. Environment variables. So what is environment? By default, Jenkins servers also providing some environment variables. So these are the default environment variables. Environment Jenkins environment variable list. If you search, these are the default environment variables list. Now, now if you see here, so here the list of built-in environment variables. So no need to create any variables. By default, Jenkins people they are providing some default environment variable list. See here, this is the job name, node name, job name, executor number. So which executor it is? Iniku number identification of the executor, and also see here build number, build id, next build underscore, all are in uppercase. Built-in environment variables, Jenkins built-in environment variables, these variables and all no need to declare, guys. So anytime anywhere if you want to call directly we can call, so directly we can call. So these are the default, these are the built-in Jenkins environment variables. So already many variables available here. Whenever required, directly we can call. Directly we can call. So now see here, for example, I want to print build number. What is my job? Or I want to print my Jenkins home or Jenkins URL or job name. Where is job name? See here, job name. Or first, let me print this all these things. How to print? Go to here, go to here, job. Just take any one job. For example, so this is the job, right? This is the ABC test. This is the job. Go to configuration section, and so there is one option, right? There is one option, build environments, build steps here, right? So here if you want to print anything, this is Windows, right? Click on here, execute Windows. Now I want to print, for example, echo which these are the default environment variable, right? I want to print job name. Okay, okay, just whatever you want. Okay, now so current job name, how to print it? So if you want to print, this is the Windows, right? Percentage, percentage, environment variable name, and percentage. This is the syntax. For example, I want to print echo. Okay, build number. I want to print build number, percentage, percentage, and Linux syntax will change. What is the build? What is the environment variable? These are the default built-in environment variables. No need to create. Directly we can use it. For example, I want to print build number. Now here, right? Like this, we can print anything. Whatever you want, we can print. See here. Now this is a job CRM-dev. Now see here. Here I am printing my job name. I am printing my build number also. Apply. Save. Now see here. Build now. What is syntax error? Let me check it. Okay. So anyway, so current bill number 3, current bill number 3, but it is treating as 3 only. And what is the job name? Current job name CRM dev job. CRM dev job. Leave this one. Actually, it is treating as command. Again, it is executing. Now see here, my job name is CRM. My job name is CRM. I added next line, right? I am printing same line. Now go to here, configuration. Go to here, configuration, and so go down here. If you go down here, now let me print also on this side. So this is now see here. Now echo and what is whatever you want. So now I want to print mm, okay, Jenkins URL or Jenkins home page. I want to know where is my Jenkins home page. Jenkins underscore home. Jenkins underscore home. From here, whatever this is for our understanding only. Percentage environment variable name percentage. This is the syntax. Windows. So this is the syntax, guys. So like this, whatever you want, we can print it. So echo and so I want to print anything. There is many variables available, right? Environment variables. And so what is the node name? I want to print node name. So whether it is running master or whether it is running slave. Just now we discussed, right? So node executors. Which node you want to execute? Okay, node name. Okay, percentage. Anyone any doubt, guys, here? So like this, so these all are right now. I didn't use my environment variable. So these environment variables by default already Jenkins people they are providing many environment variables. So all environment variable in uppercase only. So how to print it? How to call? For example, I want to print job URL also. What is my job URL? Directly we can use. If someone I want to give, right? Now see here, this environment variable I created or I am using only default environment variables. Hello, these all
Yes,
are
sir.
I created or these all are built-in environment variables. Jenkins will
Built-in
provide
environment.
built-in.
Built-in.
So just whenever if you want, just call it. Now see here, apply. Now check it whether really all are working or not. I am getting output or not. Now build now. Click on build now. Now see here, build is succeeded. Go to console output. Now see here, what is the job name? Now correct or not? See here, my job name CRM dev, CRM hyphen dev. And so what is the my current build number? What is the my current build number, guys? 4. What is my current build number? 4. And so what is the Jenkins home directory? C colon program data Jenkins dot Jenkins. And so what is the node name? What is the node name? Right now my job is running only built-in built-in node only. Only built-in. How I know this is built-in? If you go here, here also there is one option. We can check it. Node. What is this? My node name. What is the node name, guys? Here built-in node. This is the default node. Built-in node. Now you can see that output here. Now got it. Next, what is the Jenkins URL? What is the my Jenkins URL? What is my Jenkins URL for this particular job? So HTTP colon localhost colon 8080 slash job, and currently I am in which job? CRM hyphen dev job. Now clear? Now clear, guys? Anyone any doubt
Yes.
here? Okay. So these all are the default built-in. These all are the So Jenkins related Jenkins default environment variables. See here, these are the Jenkins using environment variables. If you go official website, so where is that create environment variable? So these all are Jenkins list of Jenkins environment variable list. Okay, so how to use it? So even so like this your job name whatever you want we can call it. So this and all no need to declare, no need to declare your own. Already these environment variables provided by Jenkins people. Whenever if you need, so directly we can call it. So whenever if you need, so directly we can call it. Now observe here. So what is the build number? It will display the current build number. What is build ID and job name and job tag, executor number and which executor. We can print this one also. Which one it is executing and a node name and load label. There is many environment variables provided by Jenkins people. So whenever if you need directly we can call it. So whenever if you need, so directly we can call it. I hope. So these are the built-in environment variables. Now some cases we want to create our own environment variables. So some cases if you want to declare your own environment variables, so how to declare? One second. Okay, so these all are the so Jenkins people already they are providing some environment variables. So that is based on requirement. Whenever if you need, if you want to print, if you want to know, so what is the workspace, what is the Jenkins home URL, build URL, job URL, directly we can call. But so these all are in uppercase, all built environment variable uppercase. Suppose if you want to create your own environment variable, your own environment variables. So that case, so how to create? So first why you need to create? For example, just assume. So this is a job, right? So here I have many jobs. Just assume here I created many jobs. For example, so for this job, this is the dev related. I want to pass a dev credential. For example, stage test related. I want to pass test credential. For stage, I want to pass stage credential. Some common. Now, how to pass? Where I want to store my dev related credentials. This is a dev job, right? This this is the development job. And same way I have one more job, right? Same way I have one more job. So this is the test job. For this job, I want to configure. This is the test job. I want to pass test related information, test credentials. For example, I have a stage job. For this job, I want to store stage credential. How to declare where to store. Now, if you come to here, go to dashboard, go to manage Jenkins, go to system configuration. If you go here, so there is a one options available here. There is a one option available here, environment variable. If you want to declare your own, if you want to declare any common variable for all jobs, that and all we can declare here. That and all we can declare here. So this is the option. Where is that? Environment variables. Where is that? Environment variables. Control F. Just type in environment variables. See here in global properties. Under the global, you know, right? What is global? Global means common for all, common for all projects, all jobs. Okay, click on the environment variable. Now, so I want to declare my own variable, some of common variables. I want to use this variable any job. See here, list of variables. If you click on this, see, and here we can see these keys and value pairs apply every build on every node. They can be used in Jenkins configuration. How to call? So like this we can call it. So like this we can call it. So dollar key or dollar. This is the open flower bracket key that is name and it will be added to the environment processor launched in the build. Now just assume. So now what is key? Right? Username, password. How we are passing? For example, dev username. Dev username. This is the key and value equal to so dev username. I am using so dev username. This is the key. Value equal to what is your dev username? This is my username. Dev 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 user. Okay. For example, I want to pass development related credentials. Dev pwd. This is the key. Left side is nothing but key. Right side, this is the value. This is the key. This is nothing but key and a value. Key pairs. So mostly this is the variable name. Here we are setting some variable name. If you want to call this variable name, don't call this one. Directly we are using this key only. If you call key, automatically it will invoke your value. Whichever value you assign to this variable name, so that value automatically it will come. Clear guys? Anyone any doubt here? This is the dev password. Here I am passing something. If anywhere, if I want to call this password, how we can call? So this is the syntax dollar. So you can call key or value.
Key.
Only key. Don't call value. Automatically value will come. Like this we can call. For example, I want to call my username. So dollar and so dev user name. If you call like this in our job, automatically it will call your value. So this is the key and this is the value. Left side is nothing but key. Right side is equal to right side. This is the value. So like this, I want to declare some common variables. I am going to declare some common variables. How to declare? So if you want to declare, this is the option. So see here, select environment variables, list of environment variables, click on the add. Now use any name. For example, dev user. Let's pass whatever you want. Dev apps, just I given something. Okay. Now see, this is the key. This is the value, guys. This is the key and this is the value. Just add it. Now I want to add. For example, dev. What is this? Here I given dev user, right? Dev password. Dev password. I given password. This is the key. This is the key. Dev password. What is the password? You can set something. You can set whatever you want. You can set something. I'm giving I'm giving something. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's it. Now I declare two variables. These are the environment variables. So whenever if you need, we can call this key value. Automatically this value will come. Now see here, apply, save. Now clear guys, anyone any doubt here? How to add? So like this we can add many environment variables. That is common for some common variables for all jobs. So that and all we can declare here. That and all we can declare here. Now added two variables. See here, list of variables. So this is the key name, dev user. Same like we can add many things. For example, DevApps test user, DevApps test user. Okay. Now value. We can pass anything, whatever you want. Okay. Or I can use test user. This is anything. This is a value only. Right? Next, DevApps test test password, test pwd. We can give any name. This is the name. Value, just I given something. Okay. Now see here, how many variables I declare, guys? Four variables. DevApps is the one variable, and so dev dev password another variable, and so DevApps test user one variable, and so here I call test password one more variable. Four. Okay, that's it. Apply. So now how to print this? How to print whether I am getting correct value or not? So how to print it? Now see here, go to dashboard, click on any job, click on any job, go to configuration, go to configuration, go to build steps, which earlier I configured somewhere, right? What is the job name? Here, right? Here, go to configuration, and so here only I configure, right? Build steps. Now see here, these are the built-in environment variables. These variables provided by Jenkins. You don't worry. Already those people already given some variable names, environment variables. Now I declare my own environment variable. How to call it? Now see here, echo, duplicate. So first we need to know key name. How to get that key name? Go to manage Jenkins system, global properties. Okay. So this is the key, right? Copy this key and coming to here, echo, whatever you want, dev username. This is only for our understanding purpose, percentage and your variable name. Now echo percentage. What is the variable? What is key name, guys? Here, key name. What is the key name here?
dev password.
Dev password. Copy this, come to here, just paste it. Now check it whether really it values are invoke or not, coming or not. Apply, save. Now see here, bill now. Now build is done. Click on this bill number. Go to console output. Now see here. So what is the password, guys? Correct or not?
Welcome. Yes.
What is the username?
Test
Test
user.
user. So whatever variable you called, so automatically it will invoke. So this is the, see here, whatever you passed. See, I have given test user. So like this, if you want to declare any variables, if you want to declare any environment variables, now these variables I can call only particular job or I can call any job. These environment variables. It is applicable for only this particular project or particular job, or I can use any job.
Any job you can
Any
use.
job. Just remember. Now got it right? So if we declare any variable, if we declare any environment variable, so we can use any job. This is the global, right? Here name itself we can understand. Configure global settings and paths. If we configure anything here, these options available for all jobs. We can use any job. This is the global settings. Configure global settings. I hope you got it right. Anyone, any doubt here? How to declare environment variables and how to call that environment variable? Clear, Sudhir?
Yes, sir.
That is global, right? This is the, like this we can declare. So based on your requirement, so we can declare multiple environment variables, and so whenever if we need, so directly we can call these values in our so in our job or in our pipeline also. Right now we don't know, right, what is pipeline and all. We'll see later. So in this section mostly we are using this one, and apart from this, there is a, if we have any servers configuration or emails also we can configure. Right now emails and all it won't work. If you want to we can configure email also, but real time this is also mandatory, but email configuration is very simple in real time. So if you ask network people, they will give smtp port number, smtp name and smtp port number. So with the help of that information we can easily configure email configuration. But Gmails and all, it won't work right now. Gmail and all, right now, it won't work. Actually, last year and before year, so Gmail people, they disabled. For security reason, they disabled the, earlier it is working Gmail. Earlier it is working Gmail. So now it won't work. So I will show you actually. Now it won't work. Gmail configuration all in Jenkins server, they restricted. Now if you go to here, What is someone is pinging? These LDAP servers and all, we are maintaining only real time. So right now we don't have anything, right? So it won't work right now here. So earlier it is working Jenkins also. Now they for security reason they disabled. Now if you go here, where is that? Here. Now see here Jenkins. Jenkins like this we'll get emails. Like this we can get emails. See here already I configure 2022. Later they disable like this. See here we are getting so this is the test email sent from the Jenkins server. Now it won't work. So email notification. So we can configure like this. So what is the default email ID? Address not at set. So we are getting emails, email notification, build number, and I can add that Jenkins URL also. And real time we are getting like this. In real time we are getting like this. So Jenkins URL, build number, and that logs also. It will attach that log also. Build log. That is the log. We can see this is the job log. Whether that build is success or fail, whatever it may be. And so that information and all we are attaching via log also. Via log also. Via log also. So we can configure like this. But in real time, this is very simple only. If you ask network people, they will give SMTP server name and they will provide SMTP port number and they will provide so that default that is email ID also. With the email ID also we can easily configure. This is very simple, only 5 minutes configuration. But so here it won't work. Now here it won't work. So clear guys, anyone any doubt here? Email configuration. So we need SMTP server name and SMTP port number. S, S simple SMTP mail transfer protocol. SMTP server name. SMTP server name. This is the what is SMTP? Simple mail transfer protocol. Okay. In real time, mostly we are maintaining LDAP servers, DAP servers. So all credentials, users, passwords we are maintaining in this server, and they will get very simple. And also every organization they are maintaining one port number also. Port number. So we need this information. Okay. So with the help of SMTP server, SMTP port number, we can easily configure. We can see it is asking right SM SMTP. See here SMTP server and SMTP port number. This is a mandatory. If you want to configure, so emails. If you want to configure emails, so these are the mandatory. In real time, so that people they will give email. Where is that particular options? Global import number. See, this is the three ways we need to configure here. Email notification, SMTP. So what is the SMTP server? Default, so default email suffix. What type of suffix we are maintaining? What type of suffix we are maintaining? So that and all we need to pass here. So this is the at our organization name. For example, abc.org default. Okay. So and this is the SMTP server name. So they will give one name in organization level. Every organization they are maintaining one so SMTP server name. So if you ask a network team, if really needed in real time, if you ask a network team, they will give SMTP server name, SMTP port number, and what is the default email suffix. You know, right? We are maintaining at gmail.com. Correct? That is Gmail means we are maintaining gmail.com. But organization level we are maintaining domain name.com, right? Domain name.com. So just we need to pass that one. So that's it. So now automatically it will connect your Jenkins server connect to your LDAP servers and all, and every build, if any Jenkins build success or fail, and also we need to add email also. We need to add email also. So that and all here we need to configure. So here also there is test configuration. Everything we can configure. If you want to port number, reply email address, which email address you want to reply to address. So here if I give any email address, it will automatically by default it is sending that email address only. This is very simple only. And so earlier it is working, now it won't work in Gmail. That is security reason that Google people they disable this option. So less authentication security in Gmail. There is one option is there in Gmail, less authentication security. They disabled that one. That is the reason now we cannot configure here. So like this we are getting emails. So whether if build is success or fail, it is attaching log, and this is the Jenkins URL and what is the bill number. Everything we can send like this. Clear guys? Anyone any doubt here? But real time this is only 5 minutes configurations only. First we need SMTP server name and SMTP port number. This is a mandatory. Clear? Shinad.
Yes, sir.
So this
Yeah,
is very
clear.
simple only real time. So if you ask network team, so they will provide that information. With the help of that information, we can easily configure. So in this section, mostly we are using. So these are the options: environment variables, and email configurations. And if you are using any Sonar Cube bundle, I will show you later how to configure. There is one more option also is there, Sonar. We need to install that plugin. Right now that is not available. Sonar Cube servers also we can configure here. So apart from this, remaining options are that is not mandatory. So whenever if you need, just we can go and check it. Okay, there is many options: enable injection servers names. These all are the not mandatory. All suppose if you want to configure any GitHub specific server and all, that case also we can configure that particular servers. So what is this? This is the system configuration. This is the global settings. So if you configure anything here, that options available for all jobs, all projects. Just make sure that. Okay, clear guys? Anyone any doubt here?
No, sir.
Okay.
Clear.
So that's it from my side today. Okay. So next class we'll